It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Checking out the Clippers, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go around. And
home court belongs to the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we before.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. And, Steve, when you reach this midway point of the season, the All-Star break approaching, how many teams are looking forward to get some rest at this stage?
I think a lot. I think sometimes when you have guys have that nagging injuries, you're looking for that break. Some teams that have been playing their best, you want to just get some time away and hopefully you can come back at the All-Star break. So having this week-long All-Star breaks now, it helps the body, it helps the mind, and a lot of these teams, it gets them back on track.
Kind of hit that reset button, huh?
Yes, I've been hitting that a lot.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The heart of the team at the 4 and the 5. Griffin and Jordan. Austin Rivers is out there with Teodosic, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward spot. Here's Gibson. Griffin with some nice D. On offense, here are the Clippers. It's a three-point game. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
It does. It keeps the crowd out of it. This is how you win on the road.
And Muhammad kicks to Brooks. Right block shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Rivers. Now the feed to Griffin. Teodosic, the pass to Griffin. Makes it off the glass. Griffin's got his first basket of the night.
You have to be a solid defender with Blake Griffin. You can't body him up because he'll go through you. Can't give him too much room because he'll knock it down.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Gallinari outside. They get a hand on it. Lots of room. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Shots good by Gibson.
Credit the D for being there, but major respect to Gibson for powering through and dropping.
Oh! Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Butler kicks to Brooks. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And if he can hit that shot, it spreads the defense out and really changes the complexion of the game.
Opens up opportunities for everyone, makes the offense its most dynamic.
They get it again. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
With his size and athleticism, no wonder DeAndre Jordan is one of the most fearsome rebounders in the game.
Jang inside, guarded by Jordan. Jang dishes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oh, Griffin in position. Lays it up and off the glass. Griffin's got 6 points.
I love the effort by Blake Griffin down on the block, making it look very easy.
Right side Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
To the inside. There's the pick. Here's Griffin. Minnesota with the rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul. That's tipped. Here's Jordan.
Whenever Gibson is nearby, shooters are going to think twice. Just an incredible defensive player with a great feel for the game.
And here we go. Muhammad heading to the hoop. And again, it's Minnesota. Here's Teodosic playing Dallas. He was nearly unstoppable. Right wing. Here's Griffin. Los Angeles with another miss.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet you just can't complete the play.
And Doc Rivers, Steve, a coach who has one of the rare distinctions of being traded from one team to another. This, of course, happened when the Celtics traded him to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, Kevin, this was so odd. Doc Rivers was worth a first-round draft pick in the 2015 draft for the Clippers. Rivers asked to be moved as he didn't want to go through the rebuilding process what the Celtics had in front of them.
Rivers can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Muhammad. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Yes, that goes in.
This is what happens when you're good on the drive and everyone knows it. Gallinari creates space with the pull-up.
Kicks to Jang. And Muhammad has it in the corner. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jordan at the elbow. To the paint. Griffin kicks to Rivers. The pass to Teodosic. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. There's the dish to Jang. Left side, Gibson. Well, they're passing to Jang. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Clippers trail by 4. Right side, Griffin. Dishes to Rivers. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Jang from 15 feet away. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point, 2-point shot attempt averages for the Clippers.
And no doubt they relied upon that 3-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. Now, that's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it. Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
Gallinari outside. And That's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. Second in field goal percentage, third in blocks. And he's truly a force around the rim, ranking among the top 5 in rebounds per game.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Mahimi's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Bielitsa comes in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Muhammad. And Jones subbed in for Aaron Brooks. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Butler. And then for Los Angeles, Reed, he's checked in for Jordan. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Blake Griffin. And Decker subbed in for Gallinari. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Teodosic, 8 points for him. And here's Decker inside. Harrell. Count that one. Harrell's got his first 2 points.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Crawford's shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Teodosic, defended by Jones. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Timberwolves, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Minnesota. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out the Clippers, they have a lot of ground to make up.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The NBA has so many incredible ball handlers in the league right now. Steve, you think of guys like Kyrie Irving, maybe the best handle that I've ever seen, and certainly Steph Curry. But Jamal Crawford is right up there with the best of them. He plays with the ball on a string.
Yeah, you're totally right. Jamal Crawford, longevity-wise and tricks of the trade when handling the basketball, he can embarrass you. Jamal Crawford loves to use his handles, and he's a showman out there.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Feeds it to Aldrich. And Cole Aldrich with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Williams. Decker with a screen for Williams. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Passes it to Teodosic. Reed a screen on Jones. Rebound by Aldrich. Minnesota leading by 8. And now Minnesota on the fast break. There's 1:38 left to play in the first. Mahimi kicks to Crawford. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. That pushes it to double digits.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
1:12 left to play here in the first. Here's Reed. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Jones. He kicks it to Crawford. Jones sets the pick for Crawford. Pass to Bialica. And Jones has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 8. Williams with the ball, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Williams against Crawford from the stripe. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
He is so comfortable in this area, something Williams relies on, the mid-range.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Mahinmi a screen. Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Mahinmi. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Again, the miss by Jones. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team, and I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, excelling in my role.
Well, Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
And he may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan has become a defensive beast. And the thing of it is, he's still learning, still getting better.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
That's their mindset, and these extra possessions have been converted into a lead.
Jones is out there with Crawford. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Bialica in at the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. To the paint. Here's Teodosic. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Teodosic has got 10 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jones dishes to Crawford. Up top, Mahinmi. Here's Bialica. Shot clock at 5. Here's Aldrich. That shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Kicks it out to Crawford. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Clippers trail by 8. Williams passes to Harrell. Back to Williams. Here's Teodosic. Good on the 3-point shot. 15 points in the game.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His 3rd of the game.
Here's Aldrich. Buries it down low. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
A nice move. Attacking in the paint with confidence. The Clippers with another early playoff exit last season. You still have to like the core of this team. Window might be closing, but they're always competitive.
Jones kicks to Aldrich. And there's the pass to Bialica. Plays it up and banks it in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Steve, tough to lose Chris Paul, but what do you like with this new roster in Los Angeles with the Clippers?
Well, Kevin, they did sign Danilo Gallinari. That gives them some size and shooting on the perimeter. They added depth in the backcourt without Chris Paul. They added Patrick Beverley and others. They'll look to do it by committee.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in, and the Clippers making a change here as well. Rivers checked in. 5 on the clock. From deep. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
Drains the three-pointer. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Bad communication defensively. This is the last guy you want to leave open from there.
Back to Rivers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rivers has got 5.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Pass to Bielitsa. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Williams. Harrell kicks to Rivers. He feeds it to Reed. The 15-footer. And Jones pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Reed with the steal. Here's Decker. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Decker's got his first bucket of the night.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Now here's Rivers. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Mavericks in Dallas. Decker gets the bucket.
And there's where, if you get some room, you kind of have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Mahimi dishes to Crawford. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Crawford's got 9 points now in the quarter. Clippers trail by 5. The feed to Rivers. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Timberwolves, number 1.
And that's a fun category. Most fans love that kind of up-tempo offense, and these guys are the best in the game playing that style.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Mahimi. Gibson comes in for Bielitsa. Butler, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Brooks subbed in for Tyus Jones. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we know the Clippers are one of the best teams in the league, but are they good enough to win it all? Coach Doc Rivers talked about overcoming the super teams they face. He said the big 3 in Boston, put them together, bam, we won. We had Miami, Golden State, but there are teams that still poke through. Dallas did it, and that's what we're trying to do. Kevin?
And with Doc in control, the Clippers, DA, they'll always be in contention for a title. Thanks so much for that terrific report. Rivers passes to Williams. To the middle. He's looking for Griffin and finds him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Minnesota leading by 6. Brooks kicks to Zhang. Back to Brooks. Right side Gibson. And Muhammad has it in the corner. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Clippers trail by 9. Kicks to Williams. Jordan with a screen on Butler. Stolen by Brooks. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And slam dunk by Butler.
And everyone knows Butler is a lockdown defender, but also terrific at coming up with steals.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Smitty, what do you think about the super teams being put together? People have complained that it's not right for a mid-market or smaller market team like Oklahoma City to lose a Kevin Durant and go to a team that's already great. What do you think about these teams getting even stronger and maybe the other teams weakening because of it, and the overall strength of the league then is lopsided?
Well, I think when you look at it, when you watch teams that win championships, they always usually have a big 3 some kind of way. But I think now people are looking at it, if it's, I guess, created organically, people are right. But I think now people are saying, how can a guy just lose to these guys and join them? But I think it's still a business, and I think when a guy is a free agent, he has that choice. When you look at Kevin Durant speaking, he wanted to go where he thought was the best place for him to win a championship, where he felt comfortable. It's just that they just lost to the Golden State. That's why I think a lot of people were unhappy.
And not an indictment on Oklahoma City, but I think also, would you agree, Steve, the style of play with the Warriors really attracted Durant?
I think the style of play by the Warriors will attract me right now, and I can't get up in town and run. He likes to shoot threes. He likes to get up, and his offense is probably what he does best. And Golden State Warriors are one of those teams, they do it at a high level. It was a match made in heaven.
Here's Gallinari. Offensive rebound, Griffin. Great D that time from Gibson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now Brooks. He's got 5. The dish to Muhammad. Back to Brooks. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. Muhammad, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by Rivers. Gibson the screen. They set the pick. Brooks kicks to Muhammad. Back to Brooks. Dishes it to Jang. Right side Gibson. Over Griffin. No good from Gibson.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Gallinari dishes to Williams. From 11 feet away. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Williams. Williams has got 6 assists here tonight. Brooks with it. Feeds to Butler. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
That's great court vision by Jimmy Butler. Really seeing the court well.
Here's Rivers. Passes it to Gallinari. Shoots over Muhammad. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Gallinari.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside Butler. Back to Brooks. Timberwolves passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And Muhammad kicks to Gibson. 3-pointer, Brooks. Pass to Muhammad. And it's Brooks in the corner and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Blake Griffin? He's putting up about 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Here's Jang trying to get open as Gibson. Jang, no luck. Clippers trail by 7. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Got that bucket in no time at all. Gallinari's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brooks, the pass to Gibson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's where you want your big man doing damage. Gibson showing his skill in the paint.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 4 points for the bucket from Rivers.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
We all know just how physically strong NBA players are, Steve, but they have to be mentally tough as well. How about in that category? Who has the best mental toughness guys you've observed?
I look at a guy that loves the big moment right now. On top of the list has to be a Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, the great ones. Russell Westbrook, I mean, his focus, and James Harden. Those are the guys that stick out for me, that just come in and night out. Al Horford, mental toughness. You love those guys because their mental toughness matches their skill set. They usually have great results.
Clippers trail by 4. Now the pass to Griffin. Shoots over Aldridge. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jang's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Aldridge kicks to Butler. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Wonderful work from Butler. He has a variety of ways to score the ball inside the paint.
And finished off by Rivers.
A spinorama. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Oh, remarkable, Greg. Truly remarkable. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. LA's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Teodosic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
And Milos Teodosic, one of the bigger names in basketball not to play in the NBA last season, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers brought him over from Europe to help kind of ease the loss of Chris Paul. He's a terrific playmaker who is one of the best passers in the world, and not young, but respected by many around the globe.
Clippers trail by 5. Tipped away. Stolen by Brooks. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Rivers against Crawford. Mahimi a screen. Crawford dishes to Jones. Back to Crawford. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks, Doc. What's disappointed you out there so far?
A lot of things. Some of it was over turnovers, trying to do too much with the ball, but we didn't show up with any defensive intensity. And for us to win, we're going to have to do that.
We'll see if they can pick it up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports
The first half in the
Halftime
books.
Show.
This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down, it's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, what was your take? And it's just about time.
The buildings of downtown Minneapolis all lit up on this lovely evening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Twin Cities. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with Timberwolves leading by 5. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Griffin and Jordan, the front court. Teodosic out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Gallinari in at the small forward.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. Here's Griffin. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
that mid-range jump shot is getting better and better for Blake.
Minnesota shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. Teodosic, the pass to Griffin. Over Gibson. That shot by Griffin, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Muhammad, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Teodosic, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
This is when they need it the most, so they're so close to evening this game up.
And Gibson kicks to Zhang. And the shot no good, a bit short. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Gallinari. Again, Los Angeles.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
To the middle. And Zhang kicks to Gibson. Ahmed dishes to Zhang. And finished off by Zhang.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Brooks kicks to Gibson. And no good that time. Griffin with some nice D. Gallinari attacking. And the rejection by Zhang. And he gets it back. No coverage that time. 15 points for Austin Rivers.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Shot stood by Butler.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Rivers, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Zhang, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For the Clippers, Reed comes in for Jordan, and Sam Decker's subbed in for Gallinari. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Pass to Rivers. Takes the 3. Rebound by Zhang. Zhang's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see 2 #1 overall picks team up early in their careers.
And how about back-to-back years, no less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
Right side Gibson. Back to Brooks. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Zhang, the pass to Gibson. It's stolen. And the wide open shot from Decker. Second shot opportunity. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Reed.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Gibson. Here's Zhang. Brooks kicks to Gibson. He dishes it to Muhammad. He feeds it to Brooks. Offensive rebound. Here's Zhang. Some solid defense from Reed.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And he gets the bucket.
Sometimes superstars, they want the basketball, and when they don't have it, they don't work. Blake, he worked on that possession to get the putback.
Brooks right side. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And Blake Griffin, a free agent this past summer, ended up staying with the Clippers while others departed.
Yeah, you thought he might be gone after CP3 left, but Griffin enjoyed the team, and they offered him a huge contract. You felt as though he flew under the radar a bit in free agency, due maybe to his history of injuries.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Muhammad. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Teodosic. Here's Jang. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Got that one up quick. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
Gibson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Rivers against Brooks. Poked away. Now here's Rivers. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. Reed dishes to Rivers. There's the 3. No good. Shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. He kicks to Reed. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Butler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Mahimi's checked in for Gorgie Dan. Aldridge comes in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. And Jones subbed in for Brooks. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Jones, and he banks in the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Clippers trail by 10. Los Angeles calls timeout. You know, Smitty, you had a long career. What was it, 14, 15 seasons you played for the Spurs, who've led the way on resting players and certainly extending their careers.
Yeah, it is, Kevin, but it's hard for me because I look at it as from a fan standpoint. When I played and now, you know, you have that kid and his dad coming to the game, and he doesn't get a chance to see that star player. And a lot of times there's 2 or 3 guys that sit out. I understand the rest is needed because it's a long term, but I wish guys could find a way, and coaching staff and organization, maybe have rest days as far as practice, but let the guys play because kids want to see their stars play.
Right, but in the middle of your career, are you thinking, hey, I want to play long term so this rest is good? Or are you saying, forget the rest, I want to play?
I just want to play. I mean, I think one thing is I never thought about long term. I just wanted to play the game that was in front of me, the practice that was in front of me, the preseason game that was in front of me. You just wanted to play.
And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Timberwolves.
The saying is live by the 3 and die by the 3, and they are living quite comfortably, I might add, out there. You almost expect every chance they hoist up to find its way through the netting. Right now, they are opening up a lot of chances inside as the defense has to respect them when they step up to the line from deep.
Harrell, the best to Gallinari. Shot to stop the run. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. And the shot goes down. And now a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rivers kicks to Gallinari. Rebound by Mahimi.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good. Good on both. Well, you knew with all the potential free agents with the Clippers last offseason, they could look different this year. And you can't avoid change, as we all know, in the NBA.
You're so right, Kevin. A very different team makeup now for the Clippers. Hard to replace a player like Chris Paul. We'll see what this new look roster can do.
Inside, and it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's Crawford. Oh!
Crawford often content to pull up. That time he took it all the way.
Rivers dishes to Gallinari. Outside Williams. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 18. It's Bjelica. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bjelica's got 11 points.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And look, you never want to see a team cut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Some numbers for Rivers. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now. Not letting his team down. He's been very strong. He just needs a little help from his teammates.
Aldridge the pass to Mahinmi. Timberwolves passing it around. Jones against Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Expanding his range. Bjelica misses. Clippers trail by 18. Gallinari wide open, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. 12 points for him.
He's a real solid shooter from anywhere on the court. Gallinari making it look easy.
Jones against Rivers. Back to Crawford. And there's the feed to Aldridge. Screen by Jones. Aldridge kicks to Crawford. His three-pointers off the mark. LA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Gallinari on the wing for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Outside, Jones. Kicks it to Mahinmi. Back to Jones. Passes to Bjelica. Wants to get it to Crawford and does. Count that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Harrell kicks to Rivers. Reed a screen. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 21 points for Austin Rivers. Timberwolves leading by 16. Jones dishes to Mahinmi. Feeds it to Aldridge. And Bjelica has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And Los Angeles guys shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Crawford with the steal. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. And that one drops for him. Crawford's got 19 points.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
The dish now to Rivers. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6 from 12 feet out. Rebound by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Bielitsa. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
Jones against Rivers. Williams a screen. Rivers kicks to Gallinari. Kept alive. Here's Harrell. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So good call, fellas.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Timberwolves on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey, guys, we need a run right here. Come on now. You're right there. You're right there. All right, let's go.
And sensing the need to string together more baskets, Doc Rivers giving his team a little pep talk.
Yeah, he's going after the momentum. I mean, Doc sees an opportunity here for them to put their stamp on this game.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Cole Aldridge is out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Muhammad. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
And here's Jones. Dishes to Aldridge. Crawford outside. Pass to Mahinmi. Over Jordan. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Teodosic. Muhammad grabs the board. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Aldridge the pass to Muhammad. Back to Aldridge. In the corner, it's Crawford. Shot, high post. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Defenses has to be careful. You know Gallinari is going to force fouls, but you have to try to prevent the N1.
Minnesota making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Aldridge. And Brooks subbed in for Jones. And stolen by Jordan. Williams against Crawford. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
And the pass to Crawford. Left side Gibson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Gallinari. Out to the right wing. Mahinmi dishes to Muhammad. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Los Angeles. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Crawford with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Mahinmi kicks to Crawford. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
No surprise, Crawford is lighting up the floor. This is a guy that has multiple 50-point games to his name.
And the Clippers call time here. The former 6th Man of the Year in 2015, Lou Williams, can fill it up in a hurry.
Sweet Lou. I mean, he is a terrific shooter, uses that fadeaway to create some space, and he has really become a master at getting himself to the free throw line. He excels in this role in terms of creating efficient offense off the bench.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Zhang comes in for Mahinmi, and it's Butler in for Jamal Crawford. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Brooks, the pass to Zhang. He feeds it to Butler. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Timberwolves lead by 13. Outside Williams. Jordan the screen. Gallinari outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
Pass to Muhammad. He dishes it to Zhang. Out to Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. Right side Gibson. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Gibson, not the biggest, not the strongest, but welcomes contact, and he finished right through it that time.
The kick out to Williams. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Muhammad throws it down.
And the steal then right into the fast break. Great awareness.
Perfect read. Takes a chance, certainly pays off.
Clippers trail by 15. Williams dishes to Griffin. Back to Williams. Jordan with a screen on Butler. Picked by Griffin. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Teodosic, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Teodosic has got 21.
That is a big body to fight through. DeAndre Jordan, imposing presence.
The putback, the Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Lou Williams.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Gibson in the post. He's against Jordan, and it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Zhang. 20 points for Taj Gibson. Clippers trail by 13. The feed to Griffin. Jordan with the screen on Gibson. Here's Griffin, and finished off by Griffin.
The defense has to be terrified when Blake Griffin makes his mind up to drive it hard.
Here is Brooks. He kicks to Muhammad. Down low. Muhammad on the wing. Back to Gibson. And that one is off. Great D that time from Griffin. That's tipped. Kicks to Gallinari. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here they come. Here's Butler. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, Steve, it's something that everyone has a different opinion on. How do you feel about the current amount of years a player has to play in college before they enter the NBA draft?
Well, Kevin, I look at it this way: is I like the notion that people have been throwing around that you're able to come out of high school and go to NBA. But if you choose to go to college, you must play 2 years. So I'm leaning toward and researching and looking at that. I think I'm on board with that because there are some guys should have the opportunity straight out of high school, and there are some guys I think need college. So I think if they can balance that out, and I think that's the way I would be.
I like that perspective.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Teodosic, shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 4 assists now tonight.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today. I don't know what's happened to him in this second half, but he's been terrible from deep. Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Passes it to Gallinari. Muhammad with the steal. Here's Brooks. Back to Gibson. The kick outside to Butler, and they double up Butler. Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. A nice shot by Rivers.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And this comeback was fueled by doing it on both ends of the floor. Let's see if they have that same energy level to keep this up.
Here's Gibson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gibson's got 22 points.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Teodosic. Stolen by Brooks. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Here's Jordan. Out to Gallinari. Back to Jordan. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
One of the most devastating finishers in the game. DeAndre Jordan makes it look easy.
Brooks kicks to Gibson. And that one is off. Great D that time from Griffin. Pass to Teodosic. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Timberwolves. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
You know, throughout his career, Taj Gibson has proven to be a valuable role player. Pretty good on both ends of the floor. Can do a little bit of everything.
And that one misses.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And the second free throw, good. And here are the Clippers now. They trail by 9 points. And the wide open shot from Griffin. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Brooks kicks to Dieng. Feeds to Gibson. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. Butler from outside. They'll go get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
That free throw, good from Dieng. And so he's able to get one of two. Clippers trail by 10. The dish to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
He's scoring down low. He's shooting from the perimeter, and we know he's dunking a lot of them. Griffin is doing it all.
Brooks, the pass to Gibson. To the middle. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them. Late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
Here's Teodosic. Brooks covering. Muhammad with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. Butler on the wing. Back to Muhammad. Dishes it to Jang. Shot clock at 5. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gibson, a force on the offensive glass. He's a worker, and you saw it right there.
To the paint. It's tipped. Gibson with the steal. Jordan against Jang. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. And the pass to Muhammad. Offline with his 3.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Now here's Butler. He feeds it to Brooks. Back to Butler. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports